Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! One thing I love about the New Year is it's a holiday that happens everywhere, all over the world. I feel like I'm in a weird phase of my life and I've been going through a lot of different things recently. Like December specifically has been a really stressful and rough month for me, and with that comes a lot of reflection. And so as soon as school got out, like my life just got really hectic, and I think it's calmed me down a little bit now. But there's still like some of those like hectic things going on, which I'll talk about in this video, hopefully. Today I'm going to talk about how my 2017 went and what I want to change for 2018. I know the new year and like people setting goals for New Year's gets a lot of backlash, which I don't understand, because New Year's, regardless whether you like it or not, it's like a very symbolic time for change. I don't know, I don't understand all the backlash that New Year's resolution people get, because if people are trying to better themselves, then that should be fine, you know? Like, I think it's funny, like some of the memes on Twitter about it, but at the same time, like I'm someone who always sets goals and kind of uses the New Year as a way to reset myself. How did my 2017 go? Well, I have my journal here, and a lot of my goals tie into things that kind of I forgot or got away from during 2017. And 2017 was a strange year for me because I graduated high school, I got a job that lasted longer than a month, and I enjoyed that job, and I went to college, moved out of my house, got to be on my own, which growing up I've always been really independent. I'm not very reliant on my parents for much. I hate asking them for money, and I'm constantly, like, if I don't want to ask my parents for money, I often go to decorating with DIYs and doing stuff like that. And so I've never been super dependent on them, and so going to college, I feel like I didn't grow that much like as an individual, but I gained a lot of perspective about other people and how other people were raised. I feel like 2017 I really focused a lot on friendships and relationships with people and how I connected with people, which was really great, just because of how rough things sometimes were at home or academically, with college applications and college rejections and decisions coming out, and then moving away from home and all of that. I kind of got really stressed out about a lot of things at certain points, and I fell away from this positive mindset that I had built up for myself. Like, my friends always tell me I'm super optimistic, but as of recent, I haven't been as optimistic as I had in the past. I feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that there were just a lot of things that when I moved away from home, I didn't take with me. Not physically, but I didn't take certain habits from my house to college. And I'm gonna talk about that with my goals for 2018. 2017 had quite a lot of drama, not caused by me, but that involved me. Looking back on 2017, I had so much fun. I went out, I got to graduate high school, I had to do all those senior things, I had my senior prom, and I spent a lot of time with my friends, which was really nice. The year ended in a really interesting way. Yeah, I don't think I should talk about it yet on the internet, but like eventually I will. A lot of unexpected things arose in December. I also turned 19. I already mentioned this, but I want to get back intact with my positivity and my optimism. I think a lot of it had to do with going to college. In my room, like my room at home, it feels like a very positive space for me. It feels like me whenever I'm here. I enjoy my life. I don't know. I have this little thing my friend Shayla made me that says optimism on it. I have a lot of dream catchers. I don't have any dream catchers at college, which is something I need to take with me, but I don't have any extras, and I want to keep the ones I have here. And I have photos of my friends, and I don't know, I have enough space. It's a good place for me. And school is really positive too. My dorm is super cute, super positive. You guys will see it soon. But I think when I'm at home, there's more negative energy here, and so I work harder to be a more positive person, I guess. And growing up, that's always how it was, and that's how I became such a positive person, which I can make a whole video on my journey with positivity and how I began. I don't know, I've been watching a lot more Stella videos just because she talks about these podcasts, which is another goal of mine for 2018. I want to watch more podcasts because they're so interesting. On New Year's Eve, I was at the gym on the elliptical, and I was listening to a podcast about law of attraction, and I didn't give myself enough time for me during my first semester of college, and it was great because I had a really good social life and I felt like I made a lot of friends, but I didn't make enough time for me, which was not good. I ended up feeling more insecure during my first semester of college, even though my weight didn't really change. I wasn't working out either, and I wasn't meditating or doing any of these things that I did at home when I was in high school. I was trying to adjust to college, and then I never completely like adjusted because I didn't continue to work out or lift weights. I didn't continue to eat the way I used to eat at home. At home, I feel like I have my mom and my dad to say things to me and like push me to continue my habits. Like my mom on New Year's Eve, I didn't know the gym closed at 3 p.m. My mom was the one who told me, and it was 2 p.m. and I got my butt over there and had a good workout. But without my mom, I wouldn't have gone to the gym because I thought the gym was closing at 7 that day. My first semester of college, I didn't meditate or work out, so I really didn't give myself time to find clarity in my thoughts or like process what was happening to me and like really like evaluate. I feel like whenever I'm working out, I'm constantly like thinking about what's going on in my life, and it's a really good time to like grow as a person. But I didn't make time to work out during college really. I think I went to the gym like maybe 4 or 5 times my first semester, which is better than some people, but not what I'm used to. Usually at home I go to the gym like every day or like 5 times a week at least, but in college that's not how it was. I've never talked about planners on my channel, I don't think, but I love planners like so much. And for my graduation, my brother got me this planner. I brought it out because I wanted to show you guys, but it's from Shinola Detroit, and it's red. It has the year on it. My brother got my initials on it, and it's a beautiful planner, don't get me wrong. The setup for it is like a monthly, weekly, and it's like completely blank, and it has like this interesting setup. I will link it down below because it's a great planner. It's like 30 bucks, I think. I was always so used to having a large planner, and for me, you know, like I'll show you my first week of college. Okay, yeah, so like my first week of college, usually my planners, like this thing would be filled up, but it's like basically empty for all of the weeks, and I never really, like, I think this was the week I used it the most maybe. Some weeks are better than some, but I didn't really use it that much, and usually I'm really good about my planners. Like some of these weeks look really good, but my planner is like my guide to life. I live by it, I swear by it. I have so many stickers, but for me this was just too small, and I ended up avoiding using it, even though I could take it everywhere with me because I didn't have enough space to write what I want and write my to-do list and write my goals and keep track of everything in my planner. I ended up not using it or really looking at it. But I got a happy planner, a very large one. I got the big happy planner, and I'm so happy. I will definitely be doing a video on this baby because wow, there's so much space in it. The setup is amazing. It's like so customizable, which I'd never realized until now. And wow, I love my life. It's been like one of the best things ever. I used to have a planner this size for my sophomore, junior, and senior year of high school. So to come back to this is really nice because this is what I'm used to, this size of the planner. Even though it's huge and really big for a lot of people, this is exactly what I need. Another goal for 2018 for me is to work harder on my YouTube. God, I'm just so sorry that I didn't keep up with you guys my first semester of college and really over the summer. Over the summer I was working basically full-time, and there's a lot to come this year. Like I'm gonna get to run freshman orientation hopefully for the incoming class of 2022, and if you know me, you know I thrive off of that. Like I'm going to thrive this year. So the next is like really cliche, but I just want to get back in touch with my fitness. I haven't visited the Kowloon gym once, which is really bad, but I had a YMCA membership, and there's a YMCA really close to campus, so I would just drive there. But the Kowloon gym is better than the YMCA in Thousand Oaks. No offense, it just is. So I'm going to be going to the Kowloon gym more, and I'm really going to be doing a lot more cardio this year until I get to a point where I can start bulking again, just because I'm not like super thin and I'm not at like a good weight for my height. I'm 5'2", so I definitely am a little bit overweight. I'm carrying a little bit extra fat, and I've already lost 5 pounds just in the past month, which is great. I'm really happy about it. That was basically weight that I kind of gained my first semester because I lost a bunch of muscle my first semester, which is really disappointing. Like my legs look so different right now than what I'm used to, and it's been really nice to be home and like go to a gym I'm familiar with and just love working out again. I really missed it, to be honest. I also got new running shoes from my mom, which is super kind of her. I was not expecting that when I don't work out, I actually like am less productive. I feel worse about myself. Just going to the gym like this past month since being home has been so nice. Like my self-confidence has gone from here to here, and this is where it was at the beginning of college and this is where it was at the end of my first semester. Also, I need to be more hydrated this year. Like towards the end of my first semester, I was definitely like hydrated. I should be drinking at least like 80 or 90 ounces a day. Do I? No, like usually it honestly gets up to 64, which is like average but not good enough for me. Like I need more water than that. So at the beginning of 2017, I was vegan, and it was like a lot easier than people make it seem. I fell off of my vegan lifestyle, and honestly I regret it so much. Like I would tell my friends at school, like, why am I doing this for myself? Like dairy literally is the worst thing for me. It is Satan. Like my body cannot handle it. And it definitely got better because I was eating it during college. And like the first 2 weeks of school, I had ice cream like every day in the dining hall, which was not vegan. I hadn't been vegan since April, so it wasn't like a shocker to me. But I was trying to go back to it. I was like, okay, when I go to college, I'm gonna go back to being vegan. But it didn't happen. And it was just honestly like a really good lifestyle for me. And I miss it. So I'm gonna go back. And I will probably have to stock up on vegan foods in my dorm room, but that's fine. I don't mind. Saying things to a camera actually really helps me with like maintaining shit. I don't know how to explain it, but like you say something to a camera and you feel like you have to stay to it because you told basically the entire world, even though not the entire world watches my videos. You know what I mean. During college, I really didn't make time for art or for painting or for YouTube. YouTube is a form of art, but for me, I love painting and I love collaging, and I didn't take any of my collaging stuff to college with me, and I didn't take any painting stuff with me to college. I think I'm definitely gonna bring some collaging stuff because it's easier to transport a magazine, paper, and scissors and Mod Podge to college than it is to take all my painting supplies. I already talked about how I want to do better academically this semester. I didn't do the greatest first semester. You know, you live and you learn. I'm gonna do better this semester. Also, a lot of me not doing well first semester, I'm not making an excuse, but this is like an actual reason. I fell behind at the beginning of the semester actually when I went back to work because it was just too much for me. I couldn't handle maintaining a job and working part-time while being a full-time student at 18 maximum credits. It was just too much for me. I remember the weekend before I had my first chem and bio exam, I worked, I think, both Friday and Saturday, and I worked 8-hour shifts on both days, and I did not have the motivation, and also just studying on Sunday alone was not enough time for me. Not doing well at all in those first 2 tests and exams really set me back in both of those classes. So not having a job at all right now, that really gives me no excuse at all to do crappy. So this semester will definitely be a lot better. So as of right now, I do not have a car that is drivable, which I have to explain in a later video. I really can't talk about it right now, but hopefully by the end of 2018, I will have a car that I can drive. And I know I will. Like, I will make it happen for myself if it doesn't happen on its own, just by working my ass off over the summer with a job. And I think that's it for my goals and intentions of 2018. I want to talk a little bit about myself during 2017. I feel like earlier I talked about how I gained a lot of perspective, but also I feel like I expanded my sense of fashion a lot more, and I found clothing that I liked. I bought a lot of men's pants from thrift stores. I went thrifting more. This shirt is thrifted. It's from Forever 21 originally, but I got for $5 at Buffalo Exchange. Convenient. I wore a lot more hoops. I bought more hoops. I wore a lot more color. Like, I mean, I always have worn color, but I wore more yellow specifically. I have said this in a lot of videos that yellow and pink have always been my favorite colors. I like pink more as something, like, I like seeing it visually, but I don't like wearing it as much or like having it in my room per se, but I like seeing it. It's like a very pretty color visually, but yellow is like, I love wearing it. I love having things that are yellow. My journal is yellow. My laptop case is yellow. I have a yellow pillowcase that's gonna be on my bed soon. I like yellow. And before, yellow was such a hard color to find because it wasn't like as cool. Like, a lot of people thought yellow was an ugly color when I was growing up. And so now that it's becoming a trend, it's been really exciting because that means there's a lot more things that I can buy that are yellow. Like, I have a yellow beanie now. I have 2 yellow beanies, actually. Like, I'm literally thriving. The only thing left that I need to buy is a yellow denim jacket, and then I will literally be, like, fine. 2017 was just a year where I feel like I expanded my sense of fashion more. I worked a little bit harder at makeup, not like much harder. My brows got better in 2017, I'm pretty sure. Like, 2017 was a really good year for me in like a lot of different ways, and I feel like I learned a lot, I grew a lot, I graduated high school, I moved on to college, I feel like a big kid now. And 2018 I think is also gonna be a really good year for me. Julia thinks this year is gonna be my year, so if Julia says so, then it must be my year. Julia is one of my best friends and love her lots. I also feel like 2018 is gonna be a really good year for my hair, but I've cut off a lot of dead ends, and like as of recently, my hair has never felt so soft and so healthy. I'm not sure if it's because I'm using too much conditioner or if it's because I'm hydrated and I'm eating better and working out, but like, wow. And this is second day hair, and I just got it wet a little bit. It looks kind of boofy, not like perfect, but it's been doing good. I don't know, I feel like a lot of good momentum going into 2018, and like so far the past 2 days have been pretty good. So, oh, yesterday morning I went and watched the sunrise with Shayla, and it was so pretty. I posted a photo on Instagram which has no filter, and it's stunning. Wow. Wow. Please subscribe down below if you haven't already, because I'm about to hit 1,000. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below one of your intentions and goals for 2018. Let me know if this video gave you any ideas for things that you could better about yourself for the new year, and I will see you next time. Bye!